Here's three news stories. Firstly, a few hours ago, Tigray's government issued a statement. The statement is a warning, it is a message, and the statement is about infiltration by foreign elements into Ethiopian military and other security institutions. Secondly, Afar forces have opened a new front. Afar special forces, Afar militias have reportedly entered southern Tigray. We can confirm that Afar forces have opened a new front. What is the objective behind opening of this new front? And thirdly, viewers, another armed group is in the making in Ethiopia. Wolaita Defence Force WDF has written a letter to Oromo Liberation Army and Tigray Defence Force. Wolaita people have been working for self-determination in southern nations, nationalities and peoples region of Ethiopia. They are now approaching Tigray Defence Force and OLA. Firstly, was Tigray government a few hours ago issued a statement. It is a warning to foreign elements. Tigray government says that foreign elements have infiltrated Ethiopian army and Ethiopian security institutions, and Tigray government will bring these elements to justice. Now, which foreign elements have infiltrated Ethiopian military and security institutions? Obviously, Tigray government is talking about Eritrean influence on Ethiopian military. We have heard statements in the past as well. Tigray government, TPLF leaders have been saying that Eritrean military is making decisions about Ethiopian security. Eritrean forces are there in Ethiopia, they are in Western Tigray. We saw their presence. We confirmed their presence to some extent on Gondar front. Then some Oromo political parties issued statements about the presence of Eritrean forces in Oromia as well. So no doubt that Eritrean and Ethiopian security institutions have a close collaboration, especially against Tigray Defence Force, against Tigray People Liberation Front. That is why Tigray government has issued this statement, but the statement is not expected to make any difference. Abiy Asayas alliance, it has been going on since November. There is no sign of any splits, any fissures in this political and military alliance. Both leaders, the institutions are on the same page. Secondly, viewers, Afar forces, Afar militias have opened another front. They have entered southern Tigray. We can confirm. Why is that Afar forces are opening a new front? Reason is very simple, viewers. TDF is trying to reach Ethiopia-Djibouti road. TDF is trying to advance from Bati and Shifra towards Mile, and fighting is going on in Kasa Gita town, which is between Bati and Mile. Despite several attempts, TDF has not been able to reach Mile. So in order to release some pressure upon Mile front, Afar forces have reportedly entered southern Tigray. They have entered from Yalo Wareda, which is in zone 4 of Afar region. From Yalo, they have entered Churcher. Churcher is in southern Tigray. And in Churcher, they have taken control of a village called Bisobar. Most sources are confirming that Bisobar, small village in Churcher district of Tigray, in southern Tigray, on Tigray Afar border, is under Afar forces control. They have entered this village. We have been hearing for the past 2 days from Afar news sources that TDF has launched an attack in Yellow Wolaita, but it seemed that the attack was launched by Afar forces, Afar militias. They are trying to put pressure upon Tigray. They are trying to move towards these places, Koram, Alamata in southern Tigray. And the purpose of this attack is definitely to release the pressure on Mille front. TDF has tried to advance towards Mille. It could not. We have discussed that in several previous videos. Now TDF is facing another challenge that in Churcher of our forces have entered and they'll try to move further towards Koram Alamata as well. Lastly, viewers, another armed group is in the making in Ethiopia. Name of the group is Wolaita Defence Force. Wolaita is an ethnic group, mostly resides in southern nations, nationalities and peoples region, SNNPR. The ethnic group members have been working for self-determination for years. The group says that Wolaita was an independent country, independent state, but then it was divided and it was annexed by other countries. Now, this group has written a letter to Tigray Defence Force and Oromo Liberation Army. The group said that it wants to build an army. It wants to build Wolaita Defence Force, WDF. And for this purpose, it needs TDF and OLA's military cooperation. The group said that it wants TDF and OLA to train its soldiers and to arm them. The group is secessionist group, I would say, because it wants a separate state. Though within Ethiopian constitution, it wants right to self-determination. But Wolaita people, they have been fighting for a separate country as well. And now Wolaita Defence Force wants to join Tigray Defence Force and OLA. They want to build an army, a full-fledged defense force, Wolaita Defence Force. The name of the group is Defence Force as well, Wolaita Defence Force. So far, we have not seen any official response from Tigray Defence Force and Oromo Liberation Army. Will they form an alliance with this group? Will they train the soldiers of Wolaita Defence Force? Wolaita is a small ethnic group in comparison with Oromos and Amharas. Around 5 million, more than 5 million Wolaitas live in Ethiopia. Most of them live in SNNPR. They have been working for a separate region as well, but instead a new region has been established, southern region. Wolaita people have not been allowed to establish a separate region. So they want a separate region, but at the same time, secessionist voices have also been heard in Wolaita. Let's see how TDF and OLA respond to this request by Wolaita Defence Force. Thanks for watching.